senior hockey strength workout. For these workout, either day 1 or day 2, you'll need to create a bag for some weight. If you don't have dumbbells or some weights at home, then to substitute for that, just get a bag, put in some water. Every litre of water is a kilo of weight, or some books or some heavy things inside to create a bit of load for yourself to do the exercises. You will also need a bath towel and a hand towel to help you do the exercises. There is a 2-day split. On day 1, there is exercises A1 to A6, and day 2, B1 to B6. In both circumstances, do A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, take a break, go back to the top, and repeat for the 4 rounds required. Here's exercise A1. Weighted goblet squat. Take your load, whether it's your weights or your bag, hold it in front of your chest, heels down on the floor, toes nice and straight. Sit into your squat, coming down 3, 2, 1. Touch your knees off your elbows, stand, locking out your knees and hips, squeezing your bum and thighs. 3, 2, 1. Touch, stand and squeeze. Slowly down. 3, 2, 1. Touch, stand and squeeze. And complete for the allotted reps. Straight into A2, the single leg squat. Place one foot on the floor, making sure the toe is pointing dead straight ahead. Balance on the leg and place the same side hand on the hip. Place the opposite hand out in front of you. It is going to touch down. Perform the single leg squat by sinking. 3, 2, 1. Touch the big toe and stand up, squeezing your glutes and your thighs. I need you to control your knee as you sink. Don't let it dive inside. Keep it in line with your hip and foot. Keep your torso upright, sinking all the time with your hip and knees into each rep. Sinking down, touch, squeeze on the way back up. When you've done that, make sure to repeat the same amount of reps on both sides. Next, you're going to need that bath towel. Come out into a place. I have the end of the banisters here where I hook it on, and I hold the ends of the bath towel. The further out I hold the towel, the further I will go, the harder the exercise. I stand with my feet in close to the stairs. I hold on, keeping my shoulder blades together, knees locked out, hips locked out, and my body in a straight line from my ear to my ankles. I use my hands to lower myself down for 3, 2, 1. Pull in, squeeze my shoulder blades together, and then slowly out. 3, 2, 1. And then pull up, hold, and slowly down. 3, 2, 1. Here. Next, you're going to need your weighted bag. Russian twists. A4. Sit on the floor, heels on the ground, and roll back to feel your abs nice and tight. Lift the feet off the ground to hold balance. Twist and touch. Keep your legs nice and still. Twist your shoulders with nice straight arms to touch the weighted bag off the floor each side for the allotted amount of reps. Don't let yourself sit up. Stay leant back in, holding nice and tight through the core. Exercise A5, push-ups. If you're unable to do this one on the floor, do it on a chair or on a worktop. The further up off the ground you go, the easier it becomes. Push-ups, A5. Place your hands on the floor, just wider than shoulder width apart. Come up onto your toes and activate your core like you're doing a plank. Keep your body nice and straight as you descend. 3, 2, 1, and push for 1. 3, 2, 1, and push for 1. Don't leave the bum behind or let the bum sag, and make sure that as you drop to the floor, it's the middle of your chest that is falling between your hands. The same rules apply if you're doing it on the chair. 3, 2, 1, and push to the top. Same rules apply. Moving on to the last one of day 1, exercise A6, the jump squats. Heels on the floor, feet facing straight ahead. Okay, sink into a squat and do your repeat squat jumps. For the allotted reps, making sure that when you will land balls of the feet first, then heels down, and then absorb into your hip and knees, keeping your torso upright. Don't let the knees come together or go apart. And it's the same as you take off. Try to make sure that the knees don't go together. Keeping that alignment is really important. After you've done that A6 exercise, the jumps, you're then going to take a rest for a minute before you go back to the top, start at the wall sit, and work your way down through the 6 exercises, taking a break at the end, and then repeating, as I said before, 4 rounds. That's day 1. Day 2, we're moving on to a new workout on another day. Same style, circuit, B1 to B6, and repeat 4 times. So, the first exercise is a weighted reverse lunge. You'll take the bag, hold it in front of your chest. Again, load it up, probably a little bit more than we did for the Russian twists. Put an extra bottle of water in there to add a little bit of extra weight. Holding it in front of your chest. Feet parallel, hip distance apart. Take a large stride back, ending up on the ball of your foot. Sink down slowly, 3, 2, 1 to touch your knee off the floor and come to the top. Alternate leg. Step back, drop down, tip, and lift. Don't let your torso fall forward as you come down. Keep it up nice and vertical, and don't fall into your front knee or let your heel come off the ground. Make sure that heel is firmly on the ground, and when you get to the bottom, there's pretty much 90 degrees at both knees before coming to the top. Repeat for the allotted amount of reps. Exercise B2, ice skaters. Finding a bit of space that you can jump side to side, step to your left, and stand on your left foot. Repeating the ice skater side to side. The same rules apply as the single leg squat, with the alignment of your foot and knee, making sure they stay nice and straight. Keep your torso up and your hips low. Start there and jump side to side, nailing the landing on each side. Jump as far as you can control for the allotted amount of reps. Exercise B3, chair dips. Place your hands on the chair right at the very edge. Lift your bum just off the seat and bring your shoulder blades together, keeping your chest proud. Slowly dip till your elbows get to 90 degrees, upper arm parallel with the floor, and push back to the top. The further your heels are away, the harder the exercise. Always making sure 3 seconds down and 1 second up. Moving on to exercise B4, the floor YTWS. Lie face down on the floor, nose and toes on the ground. Place your arms up in the Y position to start. Pull your shoulder blades together. That lifts your arms. Bring it to the T. Repeat, squeezing the shoulder blades together and shoulders back and down away from the ears. And then into the W shape. Repeat once again. Squeeze and release. That's 1 rep. And then start again. Y, T, W. That's 2 reps. And 3rd rep. Y, T, W. And repeat for the allotted amount of reps. Next, you will need the hand towel. And ideally a slippy floor, a lino floor, a wood floor is ideal for this exercise. Fold the towel so that you're able to place it underneath your heels. Lie on your back on the floor with your heels on the towel. Place your head and shoulders on the ground. Lift your hips up into the air to start the exercise. And keeping the hips off the floor, straighten your legs out, sliding the towel away from you, and then slide it back in. Keep the hips elevated all the time. Don't let the bum touch the ground when the legs are out straight, and pull it in. Slowly out and pull. Slowly out and pull. Working the hamstrings at the back of the legs. B6. Split lunge jumps. Stand with one foot in front of the other in the split lunge position, making sure your front heel is on the ground and your feet are still hip distance apart. Try not to have your feet landing in line. Keep them on their own train track. Hands free, keep your torso upright and core braced. Drop down into the lunge, jump and switch sides. Dropping down, jump and switch sides. Make sure your feet stay on their train track and get a nice bit of height in each one. Making sure to drop down into the back leg, keeping the front heel on the ground after you've landed. Repeat for the allotted amount of reps.